So welcome to my vlog. So by the way, this is Cyril Jim Silario. And now we are going to make a book review about the story of the Lorax. So before I begin, let me give you a brief discussion or explanation about the story of the Lorax. Basically, the story of Lorax simply talks about a onceler who discovers a place where lots of animals and plants are living. So the onceler cut down the trees or cut down the truffula trees to create a thneed. So to make things clear, a thneed is a versatile material that came from the foliage of the truffula trees. And according to the onceler, this thneed this need will transform into cloth-based products, so which led to his business to become even more bigger, that they would cut a lot of truffula trees. And here is the Lorax, so the Lorax will speak, or he is the one who will speak for the trees. So basically, he is the one who will protect and make voice on the trees when something happened or when something bad happened. So now I'll be answering some questions that are being sent in my Instagram account by my friends. So let's begin. So question number 1, was I confused at any point while reading? So honestly speaking, the story is really good and it is also comprehensible. I don't have any struggle while reading the story because of the visual illustrations or visual pictures that are being presented in the story, and it made me it helps a lot. It helps me to understand the context well, and it helps me to visualize and imagine the scenario. So all in all, it is good and I don't have any problem with that. Number 2, did I care about the characters? So the characters in the story were well functioning. They did their part in terms of their dialogue and their role. All the characters in the story were not passive, which led me to understand the story and the context well. And also, it's not bored to read. For me, the story it's not lacking, and I am loving the story even more. Question number 3, did it have a compelling plot? So for me, the story of Lorax has a compelling plot because it really caught my attention. Personally, as a person, I am not a reader, and it's very rare for a person like me to be entertained such story. But the story of Lorax made me realize that I can also be entertained by such stories. So the story of Lorax is really interesting and relatable because even our world today has the same state, or it has the same situation in the with the world of Lorax, where cutting of trees and polluted waters are evident. By this, we can truly infer that the people in the world of Lorax and the people in the real world is just the same. They are selfish, they are inconsiderate, they are greedy. Selfish in a way that they don't consider the mother nature. All they think is their own actions, their own belief, and greedy in a way that the people are desperate to earn money in a rush way, to earn money in an illegal way. So question, are the illustrations engaging? So that is what I'm trying to say, that visual illustration or visual images are truly helpful for the side of the readers in order for the readers to understand the context well of the story. So basically, it provides a big help in order for the readers to decipher the meaning in every events of the story. So that is why as much as possible, if the pictures is associated with pictures, so it is really okay. So next question, what is the author's purpose? So in my own understanding, after reading the story of the Lorax, I've come to realize that I think the author's purpose is to give awareness to those people who are not giving love and who are not giving importance to our Mother Nature. Simply, this story can be a better way to enlighten the minds of the people and make them realize how important the nature is, how the nature impact us, and how nature makes us better physically and emotionally. And we should not take this for granted because it's a gift from above. Yes, it's a gift from above. Is there any questionable content? Well, for me, there is no questionable content that can be seen in a story because, as what I have said, the story is comprehensible and the story is understandable. So, which led me to understand the story well. So, basically, in that sense, I don't have any struggle while reading. So, it means that there is no vague information presented in the story. And that's a good thing. Next question, were the events believable? So in my own way of understanding it, in terms of the events, all I can say, it is believable and relatable because even our environment today, we can also encounter pollution of the waters, cut down of trees, loss of habitat of the animals. So basically, the events that are being presented in the story can also be seen in the real life context. So by that sense, I can say there is no exaggeration at all. So next question, what audience am I writing for? So I am making this book review not only addressed for only to those who are children, but I am making this book review addressed to all people out there who are adults, young adults, teenagers, kids, teachers, and the like. Because the story of the Lorax is not only exclusive for children. Teenagers, adults, young adults can also read the story of the Lorax. That is why I am making this book review addressing all people. So for the next question, is the author's purpose accomplished? So, before I will answer the question, let us first identify what is the author's purpose on the said story. So, for me, in my own understanding, I think Dr. Seuss' purpose was to inform and to persuade. Inform in a way that he wanted us to be informed about the environmental problems that we are facing right now. And persuade in a way that he wanted us to give value of the nature. We should respect the nature even if they don't, even if we can't see the nature breathing, talking, thinking, but the nature is still living on its own pace. So we as humans, we have no right to cut them down because of our own profit. So to answer the question, if the author's purpose was accomplished, for me it's yes. Because as a reader of the story of the Lorax, honestly speaking, I was informed and I was persuaded or convinced. I was informed in a way that I already knew about the environmental dangers or the environmental problems that we are facing right now. Also, I was convinced in a way that I will no longer abuse the Mother Nature. I will not throw garbages anywhere. I will not pollute the waters. I will not destroy the houses of the animals because it's their only way to survive. And also, it made me realize that nature isn't a simple thing, but it's a huge thing that we should treasure given from above. So I think that's all. So next, did any quote strike me? So honestly, there is only one quote that really caught my attention, and that is, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot. So this quote really gave me so much hope that the world of Lorax will come back perfectly, where the grass will be green, the pond will be wet, the clouds will turn out clean, and the true trees will regrow again. So basically, upon reading the story of the Lorax, I think this quote can be seen in the latter part of the latter part area. So, honestly, I've lost hope because the world of Lorax was really destroyed, and I think dili na siya mabalik. But after I've seen this quote, it really gave so much hope. And after I've read the story, I was happy again. And yeah, I was happy, and my mood came back again. And yeah, that's all. So for the last question, who would I recommend this book to? So personally speaking, I would not address to whom I would recommend this book, because this book is really applicable for all. So what I want to say is that I would recommend this book because we can get a lot of lessons here, lessons about nature and lessons to one's self. So I just want to say that this book is not a waste of time. It is a book worth reading for, because just like what I have said, we can gain lots of information and lots of moral lessons here. So I'll recommend this book and must read. So to end this video, I would like to give thanks to Mr. Nalia. Sir, thank you so much for being so considerate in terms of the deadline. You truly understood the situation right now, and I'm praying for your consistent good health, sir. And also thank you for what do you call this? Thank you for being so willing na para lang yun minimum matudloan, sir, katong time na you are hospitalized. So dito na mo na kita good, sir, na kanang you are eager to serve, you are eager to fulfill the mission of being a teacher. I hope and we hope to see you soon, sir. And basta maka-teacher na po na mo kapuhon. And so that's all, sir. Thank you, sir. Thankful me na naaka. You are a blessing. Bye. And this ends my vlog. Bye-bye.